The day you bought your phone, it felt instant. Apps snapped open. Everything was smooth. 2 years later, it drags. Apps hang. Scrolling stutters. Taps take a beat to land, so you assume the obvious. The hardware is wearing out, but that's not what's happening. The chip inside your phone is exactly as fast as it was on day one. It never slowed down, so why does the phone feel slower? Today we take it apart. Start with the part everyone blames. The processor. It's a slab of silicon packed with billions of transistors. Each one is a microscopic switch, on or off, 1 or 0. They flip billions of times every second. That rate is the clock speed, measured in gigahertz, and that speed is set by physics, not by age. The switches have no moving parts, nothing grinds, nothing rusts, nothing wears loose. Run the same task on the same software and the chip finishes in the same time it always did. People have tested this directly. Benchmark the same phone on the same operating system years apart. The scores barely move. There is one exception, and it's temporary. When a chip runs too hot, it slows itself down to cool off. It's called thermal throttling. But the moment it cools, full speed comes right back. Heat is a momentary limit, not permanent wear, so the raw speed is still in there, which means the slowdown comes from everything around the chip, not the chip itself. Your phone updates. The operating system updates. Every app updates. And here's the catch. Software is always built for the newest hardware. Each new version quietly assumes a little more power than the last. Richer animations, higher resolution graphics, more running in the background. Developers build and test on the latest phones, not yours. So the code arrives tuned for a chip you don't own. Think about opening the same app 2 years apart. On day one, it loaded a simple screen. Today it loads more images, more tracking, more features you never asked for. The task looks identical to you. Under the hood, it's doing several times the work. Your hardware never changed. The workload stacked on top of it did. The phone didn't get slower. The software got heavier. Now for the thing almost everyone does. You swipe away every app in the background to speed things up. It feels productive. It does almost nothing. Here's why. On a modern phone, background apps aren't really running. The system freezes them in place. They sit in memory, paused, using no processing power, and keeping them there is a good thing. Reopening a frozen app is nearly instant. Force closing it means the phone has to load the whole thing from scratch next time. That uses more power, not less. Your phone was designed to fill its memory on purpose. Empty memory is wasted memory, so the endless swiping isn't fixing anything. The real slowdowns are somewhere else entirely. Look at storage next. When your phone was new, it was nearly empty. Photos, videos, apps, cache, it all piles up, and every update tends to leave a little more behind than it clears out, and phone storage has a strange property. It gets slower as it fills. To see why, look at how flash memory works. Data is written in tiny units called pages, but it can only be erased in much larger blocks. To stay fast, the phone needs empty blocks it can write to freely, so it constantly shuffles data in the background to keep clean blocks ready. That shuffling needs free space to work. Fill the drive up, and there's nowhere left to shuffle. Now, every write has to stop, clear a block, and try again. Writes slow down, and the whole phone feels it. On top of that, the system uses spare storage as scratch space. Room to cache, to swap, to breathe. Take that room away and it suffocates. This is why the last 10% hurts the most. A full phone isn't just out of space, it's out of room to think. Here's the one almost nobody expects. The battery. Every phone runs on a lithium-ion cell, and that cell ages a little with every charge. Two things happen as it gets older. It holds less energy, and its internal resistance climbs. That second one is the real killer. Higher resistance means the voltage sags whenever the phone pulls hard on it. Now picture a demanding moment. You launch a game or open the camera. The processor spikes and demands a burst of power instantly. A healthy battery delivers that burst without flinching. An old high-resistance battery can't. Its voltage drops below the safe line, and the phone, to protect itself, shuts off completely. No warning, just black. So manufacturers faced a choice. Let old phones randomly die under load, or slow the phone down so it never asks for more than the battery can give. They chose to slow it down. Your phone caps its own processor speed to match a tired battery. Read that again. The chip could go faster. The software is deliberately holding it back. And this isn't a theory. In 2017, people caught Apple doing exactly this. Apple confirmed it. settled lawsuits for hundreds of millions of dollars, and was fined for never telling anyone. It even gets worse in the cold. Lithium hates low temperatures, so the voltage sags harder and the throttling kicks in sooner. A dying battery doesn't just die, it quietly drags the whole phone down with it. Once you see the causes, the fixes are obvious. Start with the battery. Check its health in your settings. If it's worn down, replace it. It's cheap and it can lift the throttle instantly. A tired phone can feel brand new again for the price of a battery. Often it's the single biggest speed fix you can make. Next, clear out storage. Get well below full and keep it there. Give the flash the free room it needs. If it still drags, back up your data and do a clean reset. That wipes years of build-up the system never cleared on its own. And 2 settings help right away. Turn down motion and animations. Limit which apps are allowed to refresh in the background. Now notice what is not on this list. Buying a new phone. A new phone feels fast, mostly because its software finally matches its hardware again. You can buy back most of that feeling for a fraction of the price. There is one honest reason to upgrade. When your phone stops getting updates, it stops getting security fixes. That's when age actually matters. Not the speed, the support. So put it together. The chip never slowed down. It runs as fast as the day you bought it. The software got heavier and piled work on top of it. The storage filled up and ran out of room to breathe. And the battery aged, so the phone throttled itself to survive. Swiping away apps did nothing the whole time. Nothing wore out your phone's speed. The demands grew, the power weakened, and the software slowed things down to cope. Your phone isn't dying. It's being held back, and almost all of it you can undo. That's why your phone slows down over time. If this made you look at your old phone differently, drop a like. Subscribe if you want more of how your tech actually works. And tell me in the comments what I should take apart next. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.